Alright, everyone, welcome back to California 2. Right now we're going to have Keaur up with Shinobi 3. And take it away.
Alright guys, I'm Keaur. This is Shinobi 3. The inferior Shinobi, as you guys just saw, was very, very awesome. I'm going to be running an expert category, and this category is a very fast pace, even though there are a couple auto-scrollers in it, but we're going to make it as entertaining as possible. So without further ado, I'm going to count down 3, 2, 1, start. And here we go. So as you can see, this game just immediately upon starting, there's no cutscenes, unfortunately, which we were used to the last run. But we just go in. Joe is just like, nah, I gotta do this. Starts running through the forest, and we're just gonna keep it going fast. So a little bit of difference in control schemes. Not necessarily control schemes, but how it controls. So as you saw, like with Shinobi Legions, it was kind of like it was looking very Mortal Kombat-y as far as like how it controls. This one is extremely solid, so anytime you do a direction, an attack, or anything, there's no type of like input delay. A little bit of a trick here: if you put your knee right here above this rock, this guy won't hit you. We just take him out. So that's the first segment of that level. Keep it going. You can do double jumps in the burst, just like in Shinobi Legions, as you saw. Joe does use his sword if you have your power up, which I do have. I picked it up just by going fast and going through these boxes. One of the boxes had the power up, so keeping it going. We're gonna see a little bit of a lighter version of the boss, or just the enemies from the previous segment. Can be taken out with your sword. If you are close enough to an enemy within melee range, it will just do a slash, which is amazing. And then continuing on, if you do pick up your power-up, you also get powered-up kunai, which do a total of 3 kunai damage, base kunai that is. So here's the hardest boss in the game, and we just want to run and charge at him. We're really hoping that nothing happens to us while this is going on. So also, just like in Shinobi Legions, as Josh mentions, double tapping left or right to run. Same thing in this game. And, well, we did it. Past the first level. And what's a Sega game without any auto-scrolling? So this is just an auto-scrolling stage. We're gonna pick up a lot of kunai on the way, just to trying to avoid all the enemies we can. And by avoid, I mean completely destroy the hell out of. If you don't take them out, they don't run off screen, and they're just gonna stick around you like a gnat. It's really annoying. So you can see the very, very nice exclamation point warns us that there's something coming up, so we can just easily jump over it. So moving on, you can do dive kicks in this game, and what's weird enough is you can do a dive kick with the horse. Joe makes a noise, and the horse moves a little bit faster than gravity would normally intend for the horse to move. Coming up, there's an extra life. This is actually going to be important for the next level. Oops. Menu. And you can kind of gauge whenever these guys come from the background to the foreground. It's the same every time. There's a level coming up later, not coming up, but a little bit later, where it's a little bit different as far as the timing goes. So there's a quick kill with this mini boss. I'm going to try to attempt it. If not, it's no big deal. Nice, I get it. That's good. That's one cycle of that boss, and that's super helpful. This is a little bit of a platforming segment. These guys are relatively easy. They kind of just run towards you. You can jump over them. There's no business in killing them. I mean, unless you want extra points, but it's not like you're going to go to your best friend and be like, yo, I got however many points in Shinobi 3. It doesn't work that way in this game. So here's a little bit more of auto-scrolling. They do try to make it as exciting as possible. That way you're not completely bored of this part. These guys come out, they shoot at you. If you want to, you can go and kill them if you want, or you can just hold your attack button and just shield. Which I normally normally do. I just shield them because I don't know, why not? I mean, if I really wanted to, I can just take them out as quick as possible. So. Same as the previous segment, we just want to collect as many kunai as possible. There isn't necessarily a set amount that you need to collect for future stages. I mean, if I had to guess, I would say have at least, 30, 40 kunai, and you should be good to go. So as you can see, I'm well over that range, or that, you know, that number. So because it's an auto scroller, you can kind of see what's coming, and you can kind of wait, plan out your attacks, take out whoever you need to. It's probably a good idea you do take out these guys, because if you just wait, there's a very good chance they'll shoot you, and if they shoot you, you lose your power up, and if you lose your power up, that's really bad for the bosses. For the most part, the power ups are actually going to be helpful for the bosses, moreover than the enemies on the stage. A little bit later, there will be some stronger enemies, which the power ups will be very crucial to have. But for now, it just enables you to use your sword, which is nice.
Do you have a second for a quick donation?
Absolutely, go for it.
We got $10 from Toodler Fiber 7, saying, I want to shout out to the cute Keaur for playing Shinobi 3. Glad you're here running this game at another marathon. Good luck to my friend, and you are awesome.
Yep.
Donating to naming Terra in FF6 waifu.
Toodler Fiber, thanks, dude. I'm glad you're still up. Then again, you're always up at this time. Alright, so this is the boss. Throw up one powered up kunai, and then you do the very, very secret art of pressing A. And then that's the boss. It's pretty fantastic.
Sick A press.
Sick A press, thanks, dude. Alright, so this is body weapon. There's a lot of very weird events going on in here. Joe really doesn't know why, so we're just gonna get the hell out of here. So we jump right here, and we just keep it running. So that second box clip, we destroyed the second box in a pair of boxes that allows us to run through enemies, which is gonna be actually that's the only part where it's actually very helpful to do. There are other areas where there are places you can do it, but it's not very helpful. So this is all just the execution right here. So I'm jumping, throwing a kunai, slashing, and then throwing another kunai, and breeze past through them. We are going to take damage right here because grabbing the ceiling is just a little bit slower. So we jump, do a dive kick, keep doing dive kicks, and you're going to be seeing a wall clip right here. And here's a second wall clip. And being up here is actually going to be very helpful. And the reason why is because there's going to be a little bit of an animation, like, how do I put this? So there's a fanfare that plays, that gets cut out, and then there's a little bit of animation below that happens. There's some green ooze that needs to be drained out, but because we're up here, that doesn't happen. As you saw, the screen flashed, and it kind of just glitched out. So that saves about 3 seconds, which is pretty good. So this boss in the background, savor the fact that you see this boss upcoming in the next screen. You won't be seeing this boss at all, and we'll be taking it out with very two hard presses of the A button. So give me just a moment. And so immediately you just want to immediately hit A. I don't know if you can see the little bit of whiskers it has on the right. Actually, I think it's its teeth. That's what's going on. So that hand, while the hand is in motion, the boss is invulnerable. So we have to wait until after the hand is in the ground. And as you can not see, the boss goes down, kind of clips into the side right there. Pretty good. So earlier when I was talking about having your power up for particular enemies, this is going to be that stage where it's going to be crucial. So these little things that these vehicles that these ninja are in the background, you can take them out with one powered up kunai, but if you don't, it takes 3 hits, and it's kind of annoying. So another thing I mentioned in the stage with the horse, the guys coming from the background to the foreground. This is the stage, and I want to say it's solely dependent on where Joe is in the screen and how they respond. So you're going to be seeing me going from back and forth just to kind of see if they can come out a little bit faster, kind of manipulate when they come out. And then there's these guys, and these guys always come out at the same time, so it's not a big deal. So same with the horse stage, we do have the ramps that we have to jump on. You don't have to run or press right twice and then press your jump button. As long as you're on the ramp and hold your jump button, you're gonna be fine. And you'll see me jump and throw my kunai. This is just for safety. Alright, so I'm gonna move forward just to kind of manipulate that. There we go, that was good. That last jump is actually the worst if you're not if you don't necessarily know what you're doing as far as manipulating when they're gonna come out, because those guys can come out, drop a mine on you, and then that's your power up. And killing this next boss, this mini boss, without your power up it's heck, man. Because without your power up, the boss takes significantly longer. Alright, that was an amazing kill. So keeping it forward. Here's some platforming. Anything on this stage, if you mess up, is going to be solely on you. Everything is scripted, and there's nothing random about it. It's just strict platforming, which is nice. Oops, that's not supposed to happen, but it's fine. Alright, good. That's what was supposed to happen. So, all of my jumps, all of my double jumps, kunai throws in this stage are extremely intentional. So if I happen to accidentally touch an enemy like I did earlier, yeah, it's definitely not intended. So that enemy we do have to kill. We can't let that guy go or he'll hit us. So we want to wait just a second, then we run. The gas does hurt you. And then same with the previous enemy, we have to kill him. And here's a very hard jump right here. You have to kind of time your jump just a little bit spaced out to make that jump. It's definitely not your average double jump. Alright, so here comes the boss. 4 phases to it. Alright, so that was an ideal first phase. So what I'm doing is I'm pressing jump and attack within 3 frames of each other. We call it rapid fire. It's pretty difficult to do. It's very uncomfortable to do, but I managed to do it. So this is the second phase. Right, third phase. And then we actually found out it's not better to rapid fire this part, which actually I probably should have. I'm just going to use this because it's faster. Whenever he gets on the ground like that, you can't use your kunai anymore. And then for safety, I'm going to change that because I'm at 0 lives. And you don't want Joe to blow up. So if you, I don't know if you guys noticed, but every time I use that, I expend a life. So now I'm at 0. If I were to use that again, I would die. Game over, and we don't want that. Alright, so this stage is actually really cool for platforming. However, that can happen. Lots of lag. You don't want that. Also, this stage is known for an infamous reset glitch, which fortunately for me will not be happening. I can explain it a little bit later so I don't jinx myself. Alright, so for this stage, okay, so arguably everything is execution based, just like the other platforming stage. But man, this stage has a really weird way of just letting you know you're not going to be getting a speedrun in today, but that day is not today. Alright, so we time this. There we go. It's actually a very awkward double jump right there, but if you get it just right, you can get all of them. Alright, we're good. And here comes the boss. We're going to be doing some rapid fire. That's fine. Alright, just take him out with the jump slash. Alright, so I do need to get the power up here. So, a little bit of time wasted, but it's better I get it now than later. Alright, so there's a clip. It saves about 5 seconds to do. Really, really good to do. Alright, let's see if we can do a swag strat. Oops. That's not a swag strat. That's not even a swag strat either. Oh well. So what you're supposed to do ideally is do a double jump twice and then throw your kunai. Actually do a double jump once and throw your kunai burst twice to get rid of the bomb, because it does take time to just wait for it. Alright, so we do that dive kick, jump, because we don't want to get hit by that bullet. Do a well-timed jump over these guys, which wasn't well-timed at all. Alright, so we do a jump right here. I think I may have jumped too high. Oh, we didn't. So there's a guy up there, like a machine gunner, that will shoot its bullets, and sometimes if you jump too high, he'll do that. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. So we lost our power up. I'm probably just going to be powering through the boss with my jump slash. Maybe not. I'll decide when I get there. There is another power up coming up. Alright, so here's a ceiling clip. Ceiling clips are much easier than wall clips. haven't really explained how to do them. So if you do a wall jump, and after Joe's audible noise he makes, you want to hold the attack button, and you also want to hold the direction you want to go. But once Joe's head clips into the ceiling, you want to hold the opposite direction, and that clips you into the wall. Shoutouts to Bacon Omelette for showing me that. He has Eclipse Void is his name on YouTube, and that's what his series, not really series, but his series of videos is how I learned that. I just kind of applied it to other places. So yeah, I did pick up the power-up, so you want to time your slashes, because the green orbs will definitely eat up your shield very quickly. The shield has 4 hits it can take. Alright, so now I'm just going to get in and one more hit, and that's it. Mechagodzilla is felled. Alright, so this is Traps 1. It's exactly how it looks. It's pretty annoying. But thankfully, because it's it's an auto scroller, so everything's gonna be exactly how it appears. Same with audio cues, visual cues, anything on the stage is scripted. So we can kind of not really we can just kind of learn and go as you speedrun this game. You'll just kind of learn where everything is. Another thing to note, I watch a lot of people, or in the past I watched a lot of people casually play this game, and they have a lot of trouble using the double jump. And the thing is, the double jump is not like, say, if some of you are familiar with the I Wanna Be the Guy fan games, you can literally jump, like double jump, as soon as you're almost going to hit the ground. That's not the case in this game. So whenever you're at the tip of your jump, pretty much, or just a little bit below the tip of your jump, or even a little bit after, that's when you can actually use your double jump. And you do want to pronounce your button presses whenever you do it. No idea why, but the game likes that a lot more than lightly pressing the jump button. So that'll definitely progress you through the game. Well, this stage rather. Effortlessly, I should say. Even though it definitely would take some effort to learn all this. So I do have my power-up. The power-up is at the beginning of the stage, and if I lose it, there's no more power-up on the stage. What's even amazing about this stage is if you die before even hitting the boss, you get sent straight back to the bottom. There's no checkpoints. I mean, I guess I can kind of understand because it's an auto-scroller, but as far as auto-scrolling and checkpoints, so the elevator portion of Secret Entry, I believe, that one actually has checkpoints if you do die. And for good reason too. It's very long, but so is that one. Alright, so this is a Birdman. Whenever he's in that form, you can take him out with the non-powered up kunai or kunai, yeah, and that'll work. But with this phase, it takes about 6 damage technically to take him out for that phase. So since we have a powered up kunai, we can only just shoot him twice and we're good to go. And a little bit more. Now, whenever he gets into his humanoid phase, he's actually pretty easy to gauge where he's going to go. So as you can see, he went to the right before he went to the left, and he's going to go left again. So he kind of alternates where he's going to go. By the way, whenever he's in his feather form, you have no idea where the heck he's going to go. That's really random, where he decides to bounce to. And then he blows up just like everything else in this game. Alright, so continue. Yeah, right, go Shinobis. Okay, so these guys, also random. I did not know he was going to kick right there. So they're either going to stand, run at you, jump at you, kick at you. Thankfully, he didn't get the kick off, so he can just continue. So let's manipulate where this guy throws that. There we go. Alright, got the glitch. That's cool. It saves about a second. So you saw that weird animation that he did entering the door. I don't understand how it actually works, but it's super helpful to do, especially if you're in a pinch for a world record speedrun. Alright, so here's another ceiling clip. As I said, ceiling clips are much easier than wall clips, as you just saw. Alright, so he didn't get the clip kick off, which is good. Again, these guys are random. You don't know if they're going to kick at you or anything like that. These crushers, not random, and you don't want to get hit by them, or crushed by them rather. they will kill you in an instant. Alright. So this guy, remember the repeating theme of randomness. This guy is the epitome of randomness. So we need our shield so we can keep our power up, power through the boss. So that's good luck right there. Alright, so this is a guess. That was a bad guess. So we need one more hit. It's 5 hits to this boss. Alright, there we go. So we want him to be either the bottom left, bottom right, or top left. Preferably top left or top right, but we don't want him to be in the middle. The middle is the biggest time waster. Oh, as I said that. Perfect. So if he goes in the middle again, it's not big. Alright, so that's good. That's actually the best luck that you can get out of the worst luck, if that makes sense. Alright, continuing on. Alright, so this is a final confrontation. This place is, it's pretty good. This area, though, is kind of bad, because as you can see, there's no platforms. I have to be holding up constantly, so I can actually grab everything. 1, 2, 3. I can't believe I got that. Wow. That was scary. I mean, I got the jump, but I didn't jump correctly over it, and that's what happened. By the way, whenever you kill the enemies, the steam will linger, and if you go into the steam, it will hit you. So you have to wait after you kill them. But we're past that. We don't have to worry about it anymore. So now, with this little area, we can despawn some enemies if we stay in the center, and we just do some well-timed double jumps. And these little cherries won't hit you. So as you can see, these turrets on both sides, they're definitely supposed to be there. If you run either side, left or right, there are going to be some drones that come out, but we won't be doing that. Alright, so as you can see, it's getting a little bit more intense. There's 2 on the left, 1 on the right. And now there's not 2 on the right and 1 on the left. So that's despawning 1 enemy. But coming up, we're going to be despawning even more. So what I think what's happening is the game kind of overloads, and it just doesn't know what to do, so it doesn't spawn anything. So there's supposed to be 2 on each side right there. It doesn't happen. There's supposed to be 1 on each side right here. And this is the last line of the elevator. So in the green, we just do a double jump. And we keep it going. Solid platforming right here. Nothing's random. Everything's scripted, which is pretty good. Those green balls that are shot at you they hit you for a lot of damage, so you don't want to get hit by them. Also, it's frames faster to jump over than, wait and go under those bullets from the cannons. Alright, so a little bit over this line right here, we do a double jump, throw. And we do have to actually kill these guys or they will hit you. Alright, and we do it right here. Hit just about everything. If you can do it right, you can actually even hit that box as well. So now there's no more enemies in the game besides the final boss. This is all strictly platforming. Really execution heavy, so I'll try to be as commentative as possible through it. So we do take damage because it's faster. We don't want to grab anything because it's not faster. So you're going to take more damage here because it's faster. So I have 3 ticks of health. If I need it later, you'll see. Probably won't need it, but we'll see. I might have to abuse some invincibility frames just to get a trick to happen. Alright, so we still don't want to wait. So we continue with our ninjutsu. We say bye to the platform. Keep it going. And there's a jump slash, kind of gets you in, and then we drop right here. It doesn't kill us amazingly. And we grab the ninjutsu, do a dive kick, and you will always land on that platform if you do exactly what I did. So it's pretty safe. It seems like it's not safe, but no, it's safe. Alright, so the trick coming up, it's called the task clip. Hopefully we get it. I think I waited too long. If I don't get it, it's fine. I didn't get it. We'll wait. So that was the first clip. There's 2 clips to this, so now that it's not the task clip, it's just going to be a clip into the wall coming up. So check this out. Alright, so I get that one. That one's actually really good. So yeah, the first one you want to clip into the wall. Second one, obviously what I just did. So we're fine. So you kind of want to hold the bottom left corner and press jump and attack in rapid succession. It kind of pushed Joe to the right, which is kind of weird. But we're able to get through the stage rather quickly. And since I have my shield, I could just not worry about the electricity. Just keep wall kicking. By the way, there is a trick to wall kicking, so you don't want to wall kick too fast, or Joe will just do a double jump. And as you saw, I was kind of waiting. So there's a trick to this boss. This is the final boss, so be ready on time. So if you hug the wall, the boss can't hit you. So now it's a matter of rapid fire. Hopefully it's good to us. And it wasn't, of course. It's fine. Alright, we were going to kill the boss really fast. That's fine. Okay, alright, not time yet, but I'm just glad I got through that. So killing that boss without power, like, kunai is it's a nightmare. And time. Whew. Wow. So it's a 25:54 time. Sub 26 is amazing, especially for losing that kunai on the last boss. But yeah, task clip unfortunately is the determiner for world record because I didn't get that. That didn't happen. But considering the time saved from task clip, it still wouldn't have been, but it's still a solid time. But yeah, guys, that's Shinobi 3. That is the inferior game of Shinobi Legions. If you haven't played Shinobi Legions, go check it out. Honestly, this game's pretty good, though. You should check it out. But yeah, it's Californiathon. Hope you guys have been enjoying the block so far. Who do we have up next?
Up next, we have Red Mogo with Jet Set Radio.
Ooh, nice.
So, that game was described to me as a spicy speedrun.
All right.
So you're not going to want to miss that.
Absolutely not.
In the meantime, we'll play some music, we'll play some ads, and we'll be right back with Jet Set Radio. Thank you, Keaur, for the great run.
Thanks for having me.